Hello everyone, welcome to today's class, and our title today is mouse-jiggling. Let's move on to language focus. 1번. Lazy employees try to get away with doing as little as possible while appearing to work hard. So I have highlighted get away with doing as little as possible, but we're going to use the expression get away with doing something. So gerund 동명사. Use get away with doing something to express something bad, dishonest, or illegal is done without the expected consequences. So, get away with something. 불법, 정직하지 못한 나쁜 행동들이 예상한 결과대로 처벌 없이 이루어지지 않았을 때 쓰는 표현. Or like 교묘히 모면하다. So, as an example, manufacturers sometimes try to get away with using low-quality materials. 제조업체는 때때로 저급제로를 사용해서 처벌을 교묘히 빠져나가려고 합니다. So, sometimes, yes, to save money, manufacturers use low-quality materials, which sometimes can affect the actual product, and the customer is not happy. Several students got away with copying and pasting other people's essays. 몇몇 학생들은 다른 사람의 에세이를 복사하여 붙여놓는 일을 처벌받지 않고 모면했습니다. That's something that a lot of people did back in the day, copying pasting. But copying pasting is very old school. Now everyone is using ChatGPT to do their essays and everything like that. So, yeah, it's quite interesting. 2번. Ultimately, however, they mainly just hurt themselves. I should have highlighted this one. Ultimately. So, we use ultimately when describing the final or long-term effects of something. So, ultimately, 궁극적으로 결국 어떤 것의 최종적 또는 장기적 효과를 설명할 때 쓰는 단어. So, let's have a look at examples. Steroids can make you big and strong quickly, but ultimately they will damage your body. 스테로이드는 빠르게 몸을 키우고 강하게 해주지만 결국에는 당신의 몸을 손상시킵니다. Yeah, well, if you use a small amount of steroids, it can be quite actually useful. But yes, too many steroids, and you're in trouble. Ultimately, hard work and consistency are more powerful than talent. So, 궁극적으로 노력과 일관성이 재능보다 더 강력하다. I hope so, because I'm not talented, but I do work hard and consistently, I think. Alright, now let's look at the language focus quiz. 1번. A lot of people wish they could get away with. Remember, get away with. Use get away with doing something to express that something bad, dishonest, or illegal is done without expected consequences. So, 불법 or 정직하지 못한 나쁜 행동들이 예상한 결과대로 처벌 없이 이루어지지 않았을 때 쓰는 표현. So, a lot of people wish they could get away with, I don't know, stealing from the bank. 많은 사람들은 처벌을 받지 않고 은행을 도난하기 바랍니다. We all just want to be rich. Tried to get away with but the police caught them. Let's say the robbers tried to get away with robbing the service station, but the police caught them. 강도들은 주유소를 털고 도망치려 했지만 경찰에게 붙잡혔습니다. Alright, 3번. It's difficult sometimes, but ultimately it is very rewarding. Also, ultimately, 궁극적으로 결국 어떤 것에 최종적 또는 장기적 효과를 설명할 때 쓰는 단어. So, ultimately, is difficult sometimes, but ultimately it is very rewarding. Let's have a look. Let's say working out is difficult sometimes, but ultimately is very rewarding. 운동은 때때로 힘들지만 결국은 매우 보람이 있습니다. And ultimately, it's always a good idea to save money for a rainy day. 궁극적으로 비 오는 날을 대비해 돈을 저축해 두는 것은 항상 좋은 생각입니다. Alright, now let's look at the further discussion. 1번. In addition to mouse-jiggling software, how has technology made it easier for workers to hide their idle time? mouse-jiggling, 마우스 자동으로 움직이는 기능 위에도 기술이 어떻게 직원들의 유휴 시간을 더 쉽게 수 있게 되었나요? I don't know, because I've never used any technology to make myself look like I'm working. I guess a lot of people we saw the papier-mâché situation in the article, right? That's quite funny. Sometimes people just I really don't know how to answer this question because I've never heard of any other technology that has made workers hide their idle time. Though mouse jiggling is something that I've seen happen a lot, and it is very funny to watch. For me, I don't have to do it, but I have seen other people do it before, and it's, in my opinion, it's quite genius. 2번, if you owned a company, would you allow your employees to work from home? What concerns would you have about this? 만약 당신이 회사를 운영하신다면 모든 직원들에게 재택근무를 허용하시겠습니까? 이에 대해 어떤 우려가 있을까요? Yeah, so if I was a boss, this is how I would think. As long as you get the job done on time, as long as the job is done well, I don't care how you do it. As long as it's done well and as long as it's done on time. If you think you can do the job very well and on time for like in less than a day and I give you a full day, I don't mind you taking the rest of the time off as long as you've done a good job. Yes, some people would argue, well, you're paying them still, right? And so you're paying them to do nothing. No, I'm paying them to do the project. I'm paying them to do this project. And if they do the project within the allocated time and it's a very, very good job, then in my opinion, I'm okay with my employees working from home and doing it. I think more companies should give more opportunities to work at home. It has changed since COVID. A lot of people do work from home, but I still think that you shouldn't have to go to work from time. Like, you shouldn't always have to go to work. Working from home is great. I love working from home. That's why freelancing is such a good life for me. I enjoy it. Anyway, that wraps it up for today, and I'll see you on the next class.
papier-mâché,
papier-mâché,
cat and mouse,
cat and mouse,
catch somebody red-handed,
catch somebody red-handed,
idle,
idle,
backflip,
backflip,
nail,
nail,